You hear about AI everywhere, right? But how do we actually apply these abstract concepts in the real, highly regulated world of pharma and life sciences? How do we cut through all the noise and use AI safely when patient health and product quality are literally on the line? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. Let's dive in. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to ground this whole idea of AI risk in the real world. Then, I'll introduce you to a really powerful framework called the lifecycle lens. We're going to take a journey from the safe, assistive uses of AI right across a critical dividing line and into the high-stakes world of operational systems. And we'll wrap up with some crucial clarity on what this all means for you and your teams. Okay, so first things first. When we're talking about pharma or labs or manufacturing, we have to remember one thing. The stakes are so real. An error isn't just a bug in some code. It can have a direct physical impact on people's health. And this quote really just gets to the heart of it. These systems, they're not just crunching numbers in a vacuum. No way. They directly affect patient safety, the quality of the product, and of course, regulatory compliance. Every single decision has a consequence, which is why understanding where AI fits in is absolutely critical. So, to navigate a complex landscape like this, you need a map. And that's exactly where the lifecycle lens comes in. It's a framework that's designed to help us classify AI use cases by figuring out where the authority lies, where the risks pop up, and what kind of controls we're going to need. It basically helps us have the right conversations at the right time. And here it is. This is our map. What's so useful here is how it lays everything out so clearly. See, over on the left, you've got assistive AI. Way over on the right, operational AI. And right smack in the middle is the authority boundary. That line, that's the one we're really going to be focusing on. These 7 phases show this clear progression from just getting simple insights all the way to direct system execution. Let's just define these 2 big territories. Think of assistive AI as your co-pilot. It's read-only, its actions are easy to undo, and if something goes wrong, the blast radius, the potential impact is pretty small. Now, operational AI is a whole different ballgame. It actually holds authority, it's regulated, and it has a direct impact on your core systems. The risk isn't the AI itself. It's giving that AI unbounded authority. That's the danger zone. All right, let's start our journey on the left side of the map. We're in the safe zone here, where all the authority and control stays firmly in human hands. So in phase 1, you can think of the AI as a kind of research assistant. You might ask it to pull up historical batch performance data. It's totally read-only. Then in phase 2, we get visibility. This could be something like a dashboard showing the real-time status of lab instruments. Now, data integrity is obviously important for GXP, those good practice regulations, but the AI isn't doing anything. It's just showing you what's happening. In both of these cases, the authority stays with the scientists and the engineers. Okay, time to move on. Because now we're arriving at the most critical and honestly, the most misunderstood part of this entire map. This is where everything changes. I want you to just think about this for a second. At what exact point does the AI stop being just a tool that you use and start becoming a partner that actually guides your actions? And here's the kicker. That shift happens so much earlier than most teams think. It's not when the AI is executing code. It happens way before that. So many promising AI projects just die right here because they completely underestimate this fundamental change in authority, and that leads to wasted time, wasted money, and missed opportunities. This all happens in phase 3, dynamic replanning. Just imagine an AI suggesting a new manufacturing schedule to boost output, or reprioritizing a lab's testing queue. Even if a human is the one who has to click approve, the system's recommendation is now actively shaping your operational reality. Authority is now shared. It has crossed the boundary from being a simple tool to a guiding force. So once we've crossed that boundary, we are firmly in the land of operational AI. And out here, the blast radius gets way bigger, and the need for formal GXP controls and validation becomes completely non-negotiable. This table makes the escalation crystal clear. Let's walk through it. In phase 4, maybe the AI is creating automatic deviation tickets that are touching your quality management systems. You absolutely need rollback capabilities and audit trails. By phase 5, it could be coordinating between the lab and manufacturing, meaning errors can spread across your IT and OT systems. And by the time you get to phases 6 and 7, the AI is enforcing rules and even executing deployments directly. The controls you need, like strong change control and explicit accountability, they get more and more strict. The further right you go, the more you have to lock things down. And let's be super clear about that last phase. Zero-touch execution in a regulated environment, that is incredibly high stakes. It's rare for a very good reason, and you have to approach it with extreme caution. because undoing a mistake can be difficult or sometimes even impossible. So after that whole journey, what's the big takeaway? Well, it's vital to understand what this framework empowers your teams to do, and maybe more importantly, what it absolutely does not.
Look, this framework is a classification tool, plain and simple. It's here to help your teams clarify where an AI idea fits and to assess its risks realistically before you start building. It is not a recommendation to just automate everything, and it is definitely not a hall pass to bypass your rigorous validation and quality processes. It's about bringing clarity, not about taking shortcuts.
And that really is the final crucial point. In these regulated environments where being correct is everything, you just can't afford surprises. The entire purpose of using a map like the life cycle lens is to make that relationship between authority and risk totally explicit from day one. So the question isn't just, what can AI do? It's, where does this idea truly live on the map? And are we actually prepared for that journey? And maybe more importantly, are we willing to have the tough, necessary conversations about risk and control that this journey demands?